Okay, here's my homemade incubator that I made mostly out of spare parts around the house. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. The parts you'll need is, of course, a styrofoam cooler or other cooler, some plexiglass, some 1/4-inch cage wire. You can get this at most of the time at a hardware store. You'll need a light fixture, also available at hardware store, Lowe's. 20-watt clear bulb, one drop cord, and you'll need one 110-volt AC converter, which converts to 12-volt DC. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. One computer fan, which I took out of an old computer here at the house. One hot water heater thermostat. You can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. So, some tinfoil, and 4 small electrical wire nuts. And what I did was cut a hole in top of this real thick, this one happens to be styrofoam cooler, and then I mounted the plexiglass to the top of it so you could see inside without removing the top. I keep paper on the right side to keep the heat in, and as you can see, there's the bulb on the right side. So we're going to open it up and take a quick look. As you can see, you can keep a check on your temperature and humidity, which right now the temperature is a little bit low. You need to keep it around 99 to 103, but the light just came back on, and we're in the last 3 days of hatching, so it's set at 65% humidity by just pouring water in the bottom. I just regulate it by adding water or cutting the fan off or whatever to maintain the proper humidity. The proper humidity is supposed to be 50 to 55% and a temperature of 99 to 103 the first 18 days. The last 3 days you want to keep it at 65% humidity with the same range of temperatures. You need to rotate the eggs 3 times a day. I did it early morning, midday, and late in the evening. And we're going to open the top and take a look right now and show you a little bit more about it. As you can see, I placed the 1/4-inch wire mesh around the bottom of the cage, and I put a piece in the center to keep the baby chicks when they hatch from getting to the light bulb, and place a tinfoil in between to keep the direct heat off the eggs. On this end, I used a drop cord, a white drop cord, coming from the receptacle there. I wired it in to the hot water heater thermostat, and then went from the thermostat directly to the light source, and used the wire nuts to wire it together. Also, then I obtained a converter, which you can get. This happens to be one from an old router, computer router, and it'll tell you on the back side of the converter you need a 120-volt AC converter to 12-volt DC. Make sure this is correct, because this is very important. And then you just wire it into the fan motor from the computer, and then you can unplug it or plug it up as needed. That's basically it. As you can see, we got eggs ready to hatch out. This is the 20th day. They're due to hatch out by tomorrow, 1 o'clock. So that's the end of part 1. We'll check in later for part 2.